So the fact that the U.S. never sanctioned Venezuela before 2018
Before,
or
yeah, I will say
was
that.
this because the sanctions would have been, was the reason why the U.S. never sanctioned Venezuela was because this would pose more of a liability to its interests in controlling Venezuela oil then?
Because it's actually like all oil sanctions really started under Maduro. You have to keep in mind that I kind of believe that the U.S. understood that President Chavez was popular not only in Venezuela, but he was as I said before, Venezuela was a regional player during the Chavez years. So when Chavez died and Maduro came to power, there was like a window of opportunity for the U.S. administrations to start like isolating Venezuela from the regional arena. And then is when they start pushing sanctions. First was the Obama administration that declared Venezuela to be a threat to the U.S. national security, which of course it has never been. And then came the Trump regime. They tried to, let's say, replace President Maduro with this fake president Juan Guaido, and then you have a lot of other like attempts, even the killing of President Maduro by a group of mercenaries, etc. So since Maduro took office, like the weight of U.S. Attempts to destabilize Venezuela was more strong than what it was under Chavez. Also, the U.S.
Much
was more
stronger.
successful in isolating Venezuela from the regional states because they promoted like right-wing regimes in other countries. So in the end, let's say that at the moment of Chavez's death, most of Latin America was oriented towards multipolarity, was oriented towards more autonomy, while right now the only countries trying to or that who tried to resist U.S. domination in the region were Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua, what John Bolton called the troika of tyranny. And then you have these other like center-left regimes that, for instance, in the Colombia now, in Brazil or in Chile, that yeah, of course they are not like right-wing regimes, but they are also like seeking accommodation with Washington. So I think that's the main difference. So now you have a context in which Venezuela was completely isolated, besides its allies, which are weaker than Venezuela itself, and the rest of the region is accommodating to the U.S. Some are openly pro-American and pro-Israel, such as Argentina, Paraguay, etc., and the others, they pay lip service to human rights and progressive causes, but they also look for accommodation with America or with the U.S.